We get a lot of people that ask us, how do you set up my rifle? Like, what's ideal for me? We have to literally get behind the rifle. You have to find a way of fitting the rifle to you to be the best it can be, to optimize it.
I think people don't understand the consequences of an improperly set up rifle. So we had this idea today, well, why don't I shoot your rifle and you shoot my rifle? And we'll see and demonstrate and discuss some of the things that we have to struggle with to try to shoot each other's rifle. I'm 6'4" and you're
5'9".
5'9", so we've got a disparity in height and reach. So let's see how it plays out for us.
We are MDT. We design, test, and create precision rifle chassis and accessories to help you shoot better.
So the end result is going to be, do you hit the target? And then finally, can you see where you hit the target? Because if your rifle's not set up for you, you're not going to be able to maintain a good sight picture after recoil.
All right, so the first thing I notice is I can tell immediately the balance and weighting feel very different just in my hand, right off the get-go. You run a longer barrel?
Yeah, 27.
I use 25s and 26s. But I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. So if I close my eyes and just get what I feel is comfortable where I would normally be, I have a total of about 3 mils in every direction. That's all I see. The rest of it is black.
So you had shadowing around the outside of the optic.
My eye box is tiny, and I'm like pulled way back from the scope. So that what I kind of expected. I'm not able to do anything from this position to manipulate my front bag. I prefer and am normally up around it, where I have my knuckles right on the corner. From this position, I'm only getting my fingertips onto the bag and barely getting any weight. And you can see where your thumb position normally is. It's up here.
Yeah, like 3 inches forward.
High and left. And it hit, but I am 3 mils up and 2 mils left from the original point of aim. So way high and left. All right, I'm gonna repeat that, but now I'm gonna do it bladed. Now I'm gonna work around eye relief and get a full eyesight picture. My eye box is completely clear now, and this is how I'd have to maintain it. However, and I'm also touching the chassis, but man, I am so canted to the left, like bladed to the target. My guess is that on firing, this will go hard up and left. I missed the right, that was wind, and I had 1.75. So I was about a mil, 1 3/4 mil high, and then about 1 mil left, 1.5 mils left net.
So which would you prefer if you had to shoot in this scenario?
Oh, neither, to be honest. Like
that's exactly what I want you to say.
That's exactly what the problem is. It's possible, it's just awkward. Like everything about it is awkward. Let's switch guns and see what we can get done with a gun that's perfect for me.
Yeah, me trying that. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like about a finger's width, half an inch give or take, touching the shoulder there. So there's not a lot of room here on this particular rifle.
Yeah, so the only option I have is to do this, right?
Yeah, that's the only other option, is to pull back.
The nice thing about a shorter length of pull though, being a longer arm, longer torso shooter, is I can at least get square to the rifle, right?
Yeah.
All right, so my rifle moved about 1 mil up.
Okay.
And about 1/4 mil right.
Okay, so pretty square.
Yeah.
How comfortable was that for you? Like,
I will say it's not optimal, but it was serviceable.
So, but if you had to keep bringing your neck, like,
oh yeah,
and that puts a ton of tension in the back of your neck.
Yeah, I can already feel that my neck is sore just from that, like 10 seconds. It's got like a little tension in it. So the only other option I have is to build a good position with a good eye relief, have my neck natural, but then look, I got about 2 to 3 inches of gap there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take one like this, which would definitely be free recoil, and we'll see how much the reticle moves. Ready?
Ready.
All right, first of all, the target is barely in the bottom left of my scope, and I missed high because the rifle rocked back and slid back all the way to my shoulder. And I would not have seen that if I wasn't experienced in looking for shots. Like as a new shooter, you probably wouldn't have been able to see where you missed.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
You mentioned that this would be even worse in the prone position, so I think it's worth talking. When do you set up your length of pull? In what type of scenario?
I set mine up prone first, going to the front edge of the reticle eye relief, and then I'll stand up and verify that I have a full sight picture when I'm just above a full standing.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So I try to have a compromise with all of them. The nice thing about the ACC Elite is you could have a specific length of pull for each one, but then you run the risk of forgetting to adjust it.
Yeah.
So I always set my rifle up with a kneeling position like this, because it's halfway between standing and where your head is more erect, and prone where your head is more forward. So this is kind of my preferred position for setting my length of pull.
Well, as always, we hope you learned something on this video. And if you're interested in some of the gear that we were shooting or the chassis we were using, check out mdttack.com for your next chassis.